Do we need every single decision to always be perfect? I feel like that's kind of part of the game. So we've had that announcement of those rule changes that are coming in with next season. There's been a lot of conversation in the Premier League this year about the set pieces and the throw-ins and football's getting boring and VAR. I had a little read of these rule changes. When they first came out, I skimmed through them. And my first initial reaction was, we're making the game more complicated than it needs to be again. And I'm going to go through them just one by one here and talk about them. So let's just dive straight into it. For throw-ins and goal kicks, as you can see here, it says, building on last year's widely welcome change in the laws to prevent goalkeepers from holding the ball for too long, the AGM confirmed the extension of the countdown principle to throw-ins and goal kicks. Widely welcome change in the laws to prevent holding the goalkeeper for the ball too long. I mean, okay, we know keepers go down and stuff. I don't know if it's really made that much of a difference. I've seen it happen a couple of times where a keeper's held onto the ball. If the referee considers that a throw-in or a goal kick is taking too long or is being deliberately delayed, a 5-second visual countdown will be initiated. If the ball is not in play at the end of the countdown, the throw-in will be awarded to the opposing team. A delayed goal kick will result in a corner kick to the opposing team. So I understand the thought process. It's trying to get you to get the ball back in play quickly and not have it spend so long off the pitch. I like it. I just don't know. Are we adding too much here? Are we adding too much? I think that adds a little bit too much into the referees again, having a lot to say about the game there. You don't want a referee to be involved in the game too much. That's when it's a good game of football, when you don't notice the referee and he lets things go and obviously tries to call things right, which is a hard thing to do. But I get the thought process behind that one. Let's see if it works. I think I'm okay to let's see if that works. But a part of me thinks takes me back to American youth soccer of going to tournaments and it's like, you can't slide tackle and the ball can only be shot within this part of the half. It's like, this isn't football. Just play the game. But let's see how that one goes. Time-limited substitutions. To further streamline match flow, substituted players must leave the field of play within 10 seconds of the substitution board being displayed. Christ, subs are going to have to absolutely sprint off. Or, where no board is used upon the referee's signal. Should the player fail to leave within this time, they must still exit the field. However, the substitute will not be permitted to enter until the first stoppage after 1 minute of play. So you're basically a man down for a minute if your sub doesn't get off quick enough. Do we really need that? Like, I know that happens a lot and when you make those subs late on and a guy kind of walks on, but that for me has just been part of the game. That has just been a part of the game, so I don't know if we need that one, to be quite honest with you. Again, I get the thought process of what they're trying to do, but I don't know if we really need that one. I think that's just overcomplicating it. Off-field treatment and assessment, I'm not too bothered about. This one here, VAR. With regard to the VAR system protocol, the AGM approved 3 adjustments. Where there is clear evidence, the VAR will now be permitted to check and review red cards arising from a clearly incorrect second yellow card. Okay. Mistaken identity when the referee penalises the wrong team for an offence, resulting in a red or yellow card being shown to the wrong player. Does that really happen? I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Like, I know that they give free kicks and stuff the other way sometimes, but again, I feel like that's kind of part of the game. Anyway, last but not least, competitions may allow VARs to review a clearly incorrectly awarded corner kick, provided that the review can be completed immediately and without delaying the restart. I think we've heard that one before. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom of this article here on the website, InsideFIFA.com, with these decisions, the 140th AGM, which was attended by the representatives from FIFA, the FA, the Scottish FA, the FA of Wales and the Irish Football Association, and the IFAB administration, marks a decisive and forward-looking step in ensuring that football remains fast, fair, and dynamic. For me, the corner kick one doesn't do that. You've said VAR was going to come in and it was going to fix football, and it's slowed it down. It's taken over the game. And you're saying you're going to be able to do it quickly with corners. I don't know. I don't trust that one. I think that one for me is the biggest one. Again, do we need every single decision to always be perfect? I feel like that's kind of part of the game. It's part of the game. I remember you used to play like a Musselburgh Windsor team where I'm here in Scotland, and they would just shout for everything, even if it was clearly wasn't their ball, and the referee would give it, and all right, like, you can class that as cheating, but I don't know. That's always been part of the game, that stuff of like getting free kicks, fouls, corners, all of that stuff. It's part of it. And now we're just, again, adding another area for VAR to come in and intervene that just feels a little bit needless to me. It really does. The game is about flow. The game is about flow state and players that we want to see getting on the ball, being creative, getting us off our seat, doing things unimaginable, giving us a break from the weekend, giving us a break from the week, giving us a break from our jobs that we hate, that we don't like, that we have to go do to pay our bills. This weekend gives us the excitement and joy that we kind of really want in our normal day-to-day lives. And constantly making this game a stop-start game completely changes it and takes it away, and it turns it into an American football, a basketball stop-start. At what point do adverts start to come in? Is there not something that's going on at the World Cup this year? Like, at what point do they go? And we're now going to go to a quick ad break for this 10 seconds while the VAR checks it, comes back, oh, VAR's checked it, it's a corner or it's a goal kick. Like, I just think it's in a dangerous place. So let me know what you guys think. Football is not going to be the same. Life is never the same. Things change, things evolve. And it's sad, but we're moving into a phase where if you don't like the game, you're going to have to start going to watch lower leagues. You have to start going to watch lower levels where all this stuff doesn't come into play. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's great for them. And I enjoy going to do that when I do that. And I need to do that more often, to be honest with you. But that's where we're at. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. If you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel. Plenty more of these to come, plus podcasts with coaches and stuff coming up from now on over the course of the summer and into the second half of the year. And as always, until the next one, have a good one, all right? Peace.